Not telling you what's right or wrong, I'm just pointing out an observation. Is this normal these days?
Everyday thing, man.
This is the famous Louis Vuitton that was hit. The tents were taken up the streets and the kids had like nowhere to go.
These are the ones who keep us safe.
They're giving them money, letting them kill themselves.
I'm gonna try to balance this thing as much as possible.
That's a lie.
Tons of beauty in here. Really an uplifting environment. I'm back in the neighborhood where I used to live. What happened to the law office? Oh, so cute. Private schools were happening and the public were shut down, which I thought to be disgusting. Open barbecue here, that's nice. So that's what you get in this city. In 20 steps, you can get 3 different worlds. The beautiful Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco in the distance. Good afternoon, guys. About a year ago, I made a video about how far downhill San Francisco had slid. My wife and I moved back from overseas, and it was very obvious the direction the city had turned in. So today, 1 year later, we're gonna do an update video, get out there on the streets, get a pulse of the city, and see if things are getting better, if they're getting worse, or what the story is. Let's do this. All right, guys, here downtown Union Square. Just ran into Jerry walking down the street.
How's it going?
Jerry's got some inside knowledge, and this is new, right? What you're doing?
Yes. It's called Block by Block. They've been here for a couple of years, but essentially the job is for safety, for directions, and cleaning up the streets to keep beautifying San Francisco.
Okay, this is the famous Louis Vuitton that was hit.
Louis Vuitton, yeah, that was hit. But we can't do too much about that, but we have now police patrolling more often to stop the crime.
Okay.
And if you notice, just look around how clean things are becoming.
Yeah, I'd say there's an improvement for sure from what I've seen. So if you see some weird stuff happening up here, you're gonna call the cops?
If I can't find a way to de-escalate the situation, then I'll call the police for further assistance.
So what are you feeling like now versus a year ago?
I think it's improved. The first sign that you can see is just look how clean the streets are.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go to the Loin. I'm gonna check out that. Has that changed?
No.
Tenderloin?
Oh, well, no, it's gonna be the TL. It's gonna be the TL.
For those that don't know, the Tenderloin's the notorious neighborhood downtown that's the hardest hitting for sure. Jared, thank you.
You're welcome. You see these guys right here?
Yeah.
These are the ones who keep us safe.
How's it going, guys, down here? Is it better than a year ago?
Yeah.
Crime situation?
Yeah.
No. Very hard to get cops to speak on camera. Understandable. So you saw it in his face. He's like, Jerry says it's good. Let's discover a little more, guys. The famous Union Square. This is the center of the city. Beautiful, beautiful downtown. And there's a lot of life back, I gotta say, versus a year ago. It was really a ghost town down here. And this is Saturday, February 19th. So a beautiful winter day, about 61 degrees. So last year at this time, empty down here. Really nobody. Quite surreal. Last year this time there was more plywood, but as you can see, some for lease, some of the retail's moved out. Here we got another nice building. I mean, this downtown was really punished over the last couple years. The good thing is it's got some energy, it's got some vibrancy. And there's a big parade starting. I think we're gonna miss it, but Chinese New Year. All right, guys, just talked to those cops on the corner, and the story here is there's no way to get a cop on camera. Not happening. Order comes from high up. So what they were saying is I said, is crime on the, is it going down? They said, no, it's not improving so much. Pretty much the same as what it was. burglaries through the roof, a lot of just smash and grabs and cars like this. But they said the downtown area has gotten better, this Union Square area. Those guys were saying they're a lot more hands-off these days because there's nothing in it for them other than a headache. So for example, he said 6 years ago I would have intervened if I saw sort of a lower level crime. These days, not gonna do it because it's big potential headache, a viral video, a write-up from somebody, who knows what. It's like I just sort of let it go if it's not a big deal because there's nothing there for me. All right guys, we're coming up on Market Street. This street's a very interesting street. It really depends where you're at. So there's the financial district down there. A lot of tech companies there. Market Street, as you get up here, go up here, gets a bit seedier, always has been. I got my first fake ID at the age of 18 up there. It was a big day. But first impressions, I'm gonna say it's looking a little nicer. This guy's in exactly the same spot as a year ago.
I was raised Catholic. I don't know if you were. Were you raised Catholic?
Protestant.
Amen. Well, you bet you had a better deal than I did. I was raised Catholic. I was told there was purgatory. That's a lie. Heaven or hell. By grace through faith. Now, you were taught that because you were raised Protestant. So you know you had an advantage over many.
We got a band setting up. You know, that's what you get in this city. In 20 steps, you can get 3 different worlds. Here we go. We got some music going. Limited time here on Market Street. I'm gonna say it's looking better than a year ago. I want to be super honest with what I see in this video, and I know it's easier in a video just to take one side and double down on it and feed what people of whatever side want to see and hear, but that's not really my style. I try to make it not my style. So here we go, the famous Howell Street trolley. I think these are back in action. They weren't a year ago. Doesn't look like it though, there's no line. Okay, credit where credit's due. A lot more of these guys down here. And in all my years in this city, I don't think I've seen it this clean on the corner of Turk and Market. How you doing, man? It seems like more people are off the streets. No pipes today. That's set up by the city.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
There's
getting
more control.
There's more control.
Yeah.
You've been down here for a while?
I live here since 91.
Excuse me, sir.
How you doing?
Good, man. What's the story back here? Is people can live back here, or they get resources, or what is it?
It's a safe sleeping village is what
Okay.
we call it. And so this one is actually closing down. We're in the process of transitioning these people to our other safe sleeping village. We started this a little over a year ago.
Yes, I
And
remember
this
it
used
was.
to be-
It was. This whole street was just lined with tents.
Yeah.
You can't rent it.
Yeah, because suppose you give him free, and they come, you don't sleep. You go in the street. You like the street, you go back.
They like the street. There's a water system set up. Hello. What's your name, man?
Martin.
Martin.
Nice to meet you, man.
Martin, you live in the Tenderloin.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what's going on.
A year ago, it was kind of still fine, but then as things went on, like things started changing, man. Like there's a lot of more homeless people.
Now?
Yeah, now.
I'm not seeing them though. Like a year ago, this was all tents.
Well, they're kind of like spread out all over the city, but
Okay, yeah, that's what I've noticed, more all over the city. You're in a video now, is that cool?
Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, man.
Martin said, "What's up?" Now I dragged him in.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So how long you lived in the Tenderloin?
All my life, man.
Really?
Yeah.
So how is it now versus other times, crime-wise?
Worse.
It's worse. Crime.
Worse.
Okay.
When I was little, man.
It looks cleaner, but it's worse.
Yeah, back when I was a kid, man, there was homeless. There's homeless people, but not how it is right now, man. Like the mental illness has gone worse, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's everywhere, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
a lot here.
They come from different parts, man. It's basically like a free-for-all.
You have a family here?
Yeah, I do. Living in PL, man, it's a trip. It really is, man.
It's not for everybody, huh?
Not for everybody, man. It's crazy, man. You know, as the
Can
year-
I walk with you? Is that
yeah,
cool?
it's good, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guy's working on that car over there. Doing a little maintenance.
A year ago, man, it was like nobody was on the street. Nobody was on the street. Everything was all right. And then I've noticed.
A year ago, it was. Come on, man! I saw like so many tents a year ago.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
There was a lot of tents, you know, but
Right.
I'm talking about like city-wise.
All of San Francisco.
Yeah.
All 7 by 7 miles.
Yeah. Growing up, there was no mental illness like how it is right now, man. You could walk to the store bare feet. Like that's how clean the streets were.
Right.
Back in the day, like in early 2000s,
Are these guys using up here, you think?
they're doing their heroin
Can
and stuff like that.
Can we walk by them?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Cops don't say anything, man.
See, this to me was a crime when COVID was firing off last year, right? The playgrounds were closed. The tents were taking up the streets and the kids had like nowhere to go,
Yeah.
right? The
Private.
private schools were happening and the public were shut down,
Yeah.
which I thought to be disgusting. It was
That's
terrible, huh?
BS, man.
BS. And like all the people saying they're helping out the marginalized people or whatnot are actually making their lives worse.
Correct.
What's going on here, Martin? Is this normal these days?
Normal,
Okay.
normal, man. Like Anderson Silva said, it's normal. Everyday thing, man.
What are you listening to, bro?
Oh, the Mexican
You
music.
got the mariachi
Yeah.
going. Te gusta maná?
Yeah, Mana is cool, yeah. I would have to say the hot spot is here, man. Around this corner.
Right.
All this, all Tenderloin, back.
What's that guy smoking there?
Crack, man.
Just crack, huh?
Crack.
Open crack on the streets.
Yeah.
Speak up as a young guy here. What do you want in this city?
I want to see a change, man, for the future.
Okay, like what?
No more drug problems. Really help out the people, not just give them money and give them housing. Really help them. Take them to the doctors. Have somebody check up on them constantly.
Mental health.
Mental health.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing everywhere.
And what the government's doing, they're doing it backwards. They're giving
Okay.
them money, they're letting them kill themselves. More easier job for them, basically.
Why is that? Why is that the strategy, you
The
think?
government doesn't care. They don't care. They don't care about people.
Got an open barbecue here. That's nice.
Barbecue. No more hope, man. I don't know how to describe it, man,
But you just said you have hope for your future. You want to start a restaurant.
yeah, I have hope for my future, but for everybody else, man, like, I don't know, man. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time and effort.
How are the cops respected these days? Do you want more cops or less cops?
More
patrolling?
cops. More cops.
Your family?
Because there's not that many cops to patrol. You get me?
Right.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say it, man. Like, it's hard to talk about it, you know?
Yeah, these aren't easy topics.
It's
but
like,
they're
yeah.
important.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to a totally different neighborhood. I'm gonna try to balance this thing as much as possible.
I'm from New Jersey. Walking through Tenderloin is like a whole other world. Like I drove through it at nighttime, but it's just like crazy.
You don't have this in Jersey City?
No. Nothing like this, yeah.
Nothing like this?
No.
I'm guessing you don't want it either? All right, guys, we're here in Pacific Heights. Quite a different neighborhood than the Tenderloin. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge way off in the distance. I think you can see it. And these streets don't seem to have tents or homelessness issues. Okay, we have the Lion Stairs here, Palace of Fine Arts, beautiful place. Marina area, Alcatraz is over there, Golden Gate's over there, the bay, a lot of sailboats out and about. So it's complicated. You know, one part of all of this is you have so much going on by a 7x7 square mile city. So, you know, this is a reality. This beautiful park, the Presidio, a lot of eucalyptus trees, just tons of beauty in here. This is the Presidio Park. For those that don't know San Francisco, there are all sorts of beautiful green spaces within the city. So it's interesting, you'll never see tents or homeless in these parks. I'm sure someone's gonna correct me below in the comments. It's not legal in the green spaces. It's legal on the concrete. I'm not telling you what's right or wrong. I'm just pointing out an observation. So we're gonna cruise over here through this beautiful neighborhood and get over to one of the places I lived in. One of my favorite parts of the city, it's called Inner Richmond. Really good Asian presence, which means excellent food. And I always found it to be a very safe, sort of local neighborhood. Okay, I'm back in the neighborhood where I used to live. One of the places I used to live, Clement Street. I see apartment right there. Loved it because the park, Golden Gate Park, which we're gonna go to next, is right up there. The ocean's not far away. Golden Gate Bridge over there. But here's an example of this is sort of expanding to other parts of the city. You saw where we just went through, Pacific Heights. It's beautiful. Those are the multi-million-dollar homes. All of those streets looked buff. Didn't see any homelessness on the streets we drove down. And now this always existed in different neighborhoods, but I'd say I didn't see this when I was living here. So this guy's set up shop. Are you living here, man?
No.
No? This guy's living here?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys just take this over? Is this full time or?
Well, I just hang out here. These are my friends.
Oh, okay. What happened to the law office?
It hasn't been here for a number of years.
Yeah, that's right. I used to live right over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Take care. Okay, quite a harmless guy, but as you can see, taking over quite a swath of the sidewalk. There was a guy there before. Actually, there was a lady there before when I lived here, but she just had like a sleeping bag and a few things. So I want to show you this, guys. This is the old Walgreens. Living over there and being able to go to the Walgreens was a nice convenience. Can't give you the exact number of Walgreens that have shut down in San Francisco because I've heard various reports on that. I've heard up to 20, I've heard 6, I don't know. All I know is some have shut down, and the main reason that I've heard is because of shoplifting. You can steal, like I stated in my other San Francisco video, up to $950 worth of goods. That's what a lot of us have seen online, these theft videos with really no punishment. It's still illegal, it's considered a misdemeanor, but the cops pretty much gave up on going after people stealing up to $950. And if, you know, they are caught, the DA is not gonna really do much. So that has led to a lot of stores shutting down that were getting hit quite often. As you can see here on Clement Street, there's quite a lot of activity. I always love this street for that. It's just a real neighborhood, a lot of good Asian food, a lot of Chinese food, for pretty much anything you want. But overall, it's a good feel. It's a much better vibe than a year ago down here. And this historically has been quite a safe neighborhood. It was a lot of Russians in the past. That changed to more Chinese. It's the second Chinatown in the city, the one where not many tourists go. When I drank, I used to come here all the time, Richmond Republic. They have great craft beer, a lot of fun nights here. You can see, guys, it's back. It's alive. It's having a good time. Yeah, great place. It's a dog city. Dog politics. I want to show off two businesses for you here. Green Apple Books, fantastic local bookstore, a real gem of a place. And then across the street we have Schubert's Bakery. Started in 1911. It's fantastic. So come here for cakes. Such a great bonus to this neighborhood is you can pretty much get any type of fruit you want, any vegetable. They have a lot of fish in there, pretty much everything.
I went in there and some guy just came in and filled a garbage bag up and walked out. And a lot of them are closing because of the crime.
I'm making a video on San Francisco. Is it okay if I turn the camera or no?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so you're saying you saw them fill up the bags on Goth?
Yeah. The manager was like, you know, disgusted because he said something like, yeah, I called the police, they recognize my number, they don't even bother to pick up.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is, but it was, I thought it was a little brazen, but I know a lot of Walgreens have it closing.
Got the music, the festive spirit. This is Golden Gate Park, the most beautiful park I've ever seen. It's huge, it's got so much in it. It's absolutely beautiful. Dogs are even partying.
Almost 19.
He's almost 19. How about this guy?
8.
8, okay, they get along?
13.
13, oh, so cute. But you can see here, guys, this is, to me, feels like quite normal life. People having fun, out and about. No one's pitching a tent here. And so the city has many faces right now, many different sides. So you can go in and make a video. I could go in and make a video, you know, showing just the Tenderloin and saying San Francisco is doing so poorly. Or I could go into just Golden Gate Park and say, look how amazing this place is. It's like paradise. The truth falls somewhere in the middle. So they close this main road off here on the weekends, and everyone just takes it over. This is the aftermath. The last 2 years, a lot of these small businesses are finished. Classic restaurant down here, the Cliff House, I believe is still out of operation. San Francisco, now versus a year ago, I gotta say is quite a different city in a good way. You know, people are out and about. There's way less fear. It's getting some of its energy back. There's a lot of carnage, like the closed restaurant up there. A lot of people have lost their businesses or work, but a lot of the tech people have thrived. And so that's the division in this city. You know, the private schools being open, but the public schools being closed for roughly 18 months is very symbolic of that division here. Beautiful Ocean Beach. It really is, to me at least, the world's most beautiful city in the regards to fusion of urban and architecture and then stunning scenery and nature. This city really does have it all, and it's gone through many rebirths, and I feel like that's what's happening right now. It's going through another rebirth. The goal, guys, was to show you two sides of the story here. There is so much more. Watch other people's content. If you're really interested in the topic, you got to put a lot of time to understand any situation, like anything. Don't trust anyone that just shows you one side of anywhere. If San Francisco can figure out its mental health issues, not just put people in hotels that have mental health issues, allow open drug usage on the streets, and figure out its crime problem, this place is going to be absolutely amazing again. So there you go. I'll do a recap year or two down the road. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you in the next one.